To our Disruptive Technologies Innovation channel. My name is Adam, and we're obviously here to talk about those things that are causing great disruption in the industry, in the globe, if you will. Lots of technology and innovation. I started this channel because I am very fond of these three areas, things that are disrupting the global markets. Technology, of course, and innovation. And so I follow Tesla mostly quite a bit. I owned a Tesla. We'll buy another Tesla soon. As you can see, the Tesla truck is my little icon there. So I follow them quite a bit, buy the stock, heavily invested, follow a lot of YouTubers, watch a lot, read a lot, learn a lot, love to learn all things about Tesla and what they stand for, of course, with the battery technologies, the autonomous driving, just the technologies behind the car itself with all the things that it has to offer, and the design, everything, as well as all of the rest of Tesla with regard to the battery technologies for home use around energy storage and solar. And I also, of course, am very fond of the whole SpaceX piece as well. So anything pretty much Elon Musk is very interesting to me. So that's what I've been following. I also am very interested in artificial intelligence and all things that are involved with that and where things are going there. And anything pretty much cryptocurrency, digital currency, whatever you want to call it. So because I watch a lot of that and learn a lot of those three areas, I thought might as well create a channel summarizing weekly. We're going to try weekly, sometimes more, sometimes a little less, but pretty much every weekend I'm going to try to do maybe 10, 15-minute summary of what was going on for that week during that week's time. So as you can see, I haven't even, this is literally my first episode for this channel. As you can see here, my brand new YouTube channel is empty. I also just created today a Facebook page for it, as well as a Patreon and Twitter account. And what I will be doing is, obviously, as I populate that, I'll create some of the other social media accounts as well and add those. Now, for each video, I will list all of the people that I'm talking about and summarizing. I'll list their channels or their websites, whatever I might happen to mention that week, including this session here. Everything that I'm going to talk about in each one of these channels or web pages, I will have a link to each one of those, not only in this first video, but also in all the others. And then you'll be able to follow the same people I follow. And when I talk about or summarize a certain thing they're talking about and reference that in their channel, then you'll also be able to go to that page and get more details. So a little bit about that, what I wrote a little bit is if you're looking for a place or a better place to better understand the future technologies, innovation, disruption, transformation in these areas, like I say, artificial intelligence, cognitive thought, blockchain and digital assets, as well as sustainable energy and autonomous driving, a lot around with what Tesla has to offer, and of course the rest of the EV and other industries. You definitely have come to the right place. So I will put some disclaimers in there that basically the purpose of this channel is to share information, and the views and thoughts are my opinions, and they don't belong to my employer or anybody else. They belong to me. So I would love for you to share, like, and subscribe to the channel and click on the alerts to be able to get the updates. So that is very much welcome, of course. And definitely, as I talk also about, maybe companies and stocks, I'm not an investor. So I might be enthusiastic about something, but I'm not I am not a financial advisor. I am an investor, but not an investment expert. So none of what I say or communicate should be considered financial advice, because it's not. You do your own research, investing in anything that I might talk about, as any good expert in investing would do. But you definitely be prepared that you could even lose some money, if not all of it. So do your own homework. That's my disclaimer. I'll post that in here as well. So I want to start off with a little bit, one of the groups and companies and people I follow is ARK Invest, or ARK Investment. And their captain, if you will, CEO is Catherine Wood. She's amazing. I love everything that she has to discuss and talk about here. You can see the key areas here that they're mainly focused on is really disruption, and that's what caught my attention with them. I've been following and watching her for quite a while now. So they have main areas: disruptive innovation, industrial innovation, genomics, next-gen internet, fintech, mobile as a service, space exploration, 3D printing, and Israel innovation. So I'm not going to follow all of that. Maybe at times I might. Genomics, for example, mobile as a service. There's some of that I might talk about, like 5G or whatever it might be. 3D printing, probably not, maybe once in a while. Maybe chat about space exploration again, regarding what Elon Musk and SpaceX are doing. But really, my core three areas are going to be really, as I mentioned, artificial intelligence, blockchain, Bitcoin, all the cryptocurrency, and again, pretty much all things Tesla, most of the EVs and autonomous driving and the battery technology. So that's what I'm really going to be focused on. Obviously, go to follow this webpage, follow them, and all of the team. They have a great article that they put out, and they do a lot of different webcasts, YouTubes, and so forth. A lot of amazing information just on this alone. You can see it's on the research for ARK Invest, but you can go to their page, you can download this. And of course, I'm sure they're going to be doing another one pretty soon in a few more weeks for 2020. And if you go to their YouTube channel, there's a real lot of amazing information. What I would do, start off with this. They talked last year. This was a great summary, 13 minutes. And each along the way, as she talks about the technologies as a whole, then each one of her key analysts and teams then talk about the areas that they're focused on. So that's a great way to start. They're all amazing. I'd highly recommend following them. And they do a lot of TED Talk type discussions, other interviews. She's on CNBC often, and I want to choke those CNBC people. They're just so frustrating. They seem to be so biased. I used to follow them for so many years, and now I just don't even like watching them anymore. They're just so biased. Everything against Tesla in particular, and some of the other areas as well. So, all right, so now let's talk a little bit about the Tesla aspect and EVs, autonomous driving, and also the battery technologies and so forth. So one of my favorite people I like to follow is Gally. This guy's amazing. He's brilliant. He's been to many of the analyst days with Tesla and a lot of other things. The guy's just amazing, really smart. Does a lot of research. He's doing a lot of research on battery technologies lately and following the different technologies. Have been able to uncover a lot of different aspects around the battery technologies where Tesla, people that they're partnered with at some of the universities and that are advisors back and forth, and pretty much showing a lot about how Tesla is really the industry leader in pretty much everything they do. So this guy's great. Gally, if you happen to watch, I've been asking you to do a little episode on why Tesla should split their stock, and if so, what price, and so forth. So I'd love for you to do that, but you're awesome. All right, so next we'll get into Jeremy. This guy's fun as well. Great guy, super funny. He has a lot of great information, a lot of investing, not just Tesla, but he's he does quite a bit on Uber, and he's got a great channel, talks a lot. But I love watching a lot of the things he talks about with Tesla. So I definitely recommend you check out his channel as well. And let's see. Oh, and I just actually messed up that whole story. So Gally did actually do a thing on Tesla splitting stock. It's Jeremy that I've been asking. Both are outstanding. But anyway, two great guys to follow. So Alex over here at EFO Electric. First of all, Alex, thanks very much for finally getting rid of your little logo song. It was kind of fun, but it was great that you just get right into the music. And that I want to get into with a lot of these channels. Sometimes some of the different channels I follow a lot on iPhones and everything, and there's just all different channels that have introductory videos that just get super loud, and then you can't even hear them talk afterwards. So, but anyway, Alex, he's great to watch. So he recently updated his channel in the last week or two, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, where now he's doing a lot of interviews. So he's been having Tom on his channel quite a bit, and Eli. Both these guys would do basically weekly sort of little interviews with Alex, and they've been great. But now they've mixed it up a little bit. Sandy Monroe is just amazing at taking vehicles apart and sort of reverse engineering, or they don't manufacture, but they consult on how to make things better, especially the car industry. And some of the other guys, Rich Rebuilds, he's great. He lives not too far from me up north. He rebuilt his first Model S that I think recovered from in water, and I did a great job there. And he put a little business together for himself, rebuilding or repairing Tesla vehicles in particular. But he does a lot of other things as well, and some of these other guys as well. So Alex is great. Love to follow him. So these three or four folks between or among Gally, Jeremy, and Alex, I watched them quite a bit. And these guys as well, so Jess and Zach, father son, these guys are great too. Super funny. They do a lot on their channels. They'll talk about something, and then they'll show a picture, but then they'll show the video of their face within the picture and doing something funny. And it's just, you got to watch. A lot of them, the videos, they could be long, 52 minutes as you see, and so forth. They do a lot of clips as well. In fact, Gally and these guys have both started doing sort of some clips where they'll take apart their hour-long video, 38 minutes, whatever, and then they'll just do clips like 3 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever. So look for theirs. I think it's Now You Know Clips, and same thing with Gally. I think they are Hyperchange Clips as well. So subscribe to both of them. Everybody I'm talking about, I highly recommend you subscribe to. So Kim, I like Tesla. She's awesome as well. She talks about everything. She started, more of the whole family thing with getting a Model X a while ago, and then she's got a Model 3, and so they do a lot of different discussions. One time there was great where she pretty much was basically telling Elon, hey, you got to work on your customer service. That was quite a while ago. I don't remember when that, I'd say that was at least 5-6 months ago. But anyway, another great person to follow. So Ben, he's brilliant. He's all about the data analytics is mostly his focus. But also mostly Tesla. So he's also great to watch as well. Learn quite a bit. Joe's been doing a lot on Tesla a lot lately as well. He does quite a bit. Right. What's funny on his channel there is, as you just saw, every time he starts his channel, well, now he might have just started mixing it up, but usually he flips around as he enters his channel. But he actually helped me also because he just did a video recently on changing his layout of his little studio there, and he's been walking through that. And on one of them that he talked about was great because he talked about starting your own channel. And in addition to a lot of really good information he gave, he pretty much laid it out. Listen, just start your channel. It might be horrible, like my first channel here might be horrible, but he said, just start it, get it done, and just keep going, and you'll get better. And so hopefully, I took that advice, and hopefully we'll get there. But he does a lot of different technologies, but he's been doing a lot lately with Tesla as well. Jack Rickard, this guy is brilliant as well. You invent something EV related and he will tell you how it works. He's been doing videos for about 10 years or so, where he started with building this Porsche, and he's done all different cars, a VW bus, I think. And if I recall, months ago, I remember seeing he used to have a Cobra in his front yard. He's probably converting that. I don't remember seeing it specifically, but he's got a VW thing, and just ever. This guy, most of his videos are an hour or two long, as you can see. They're quite long, but he's just brilliant. And so if you want to learn a lot, really deep information, and he's a character too. He's always talking about all different things, but another good guy to follow. So, and last but not least is, of course, the Tesla page itself. A lot of great information. Watching some of the different channels on videos on, the manufacturing and everything. So great areas. And then, of course, just, search for YouTube for Tesla, and there's a lot of others you can go. All right, so now let's get into a little bit about the artificial intelligence. And, of course, a great place to start is MIT. They're amazing. They're brilliant. They have quite a bit. Here's their channel here. And if you happen to see any of these that show not subscribed yet, I have a Mac here and I use everything on Safari, but I just created all of this today on Chrome. And so I moved everything over. So I subscribed to some of them, but on my for this channel, on this page that I'm running off of, but everything else I've already been subscribed to. But anyway, MIT is a great place to start. They have a lot of really good information. Here's a recent Frontline article from PBS. It's from December, almost 2 hours long. A lot of good information, and that's again part of why I'm doing this channel. There's so much material out there. You can just search anything. Obviously, go on the internet, not just YouTube, and it's just overwhelming. So what I want to do is I watch a lot of this. I love learning all of this. So I figured if I'm watching this and I'm seeing what each one of these are talking about, especially you'll see in the Bitcoin stuff, that a lot of them will kind of walk through the news for the week. And then you go to another channel and they do some more, and then another channel. And I just thought if I just summarized and then linked to what they're all doing, to my stuff. So if I talk about one article or one piece, and then you want to learn more, you can go to that link, see what they talked about, or even go to the actual link that they provided with the actual article and read the further deleals. But so I just want to summarize in a good 10-15 minute video each week, and then you all can then drill down from there. So Lex Friedman, this guy's amazing as well. A lot of really good information here. Highly recommend everybody I'm showing today. I highly recommend that you watch them. Cold Fusion, he does quite a bit. These guys do a lot of different things, but they also, all of these areas I'm talking about, they talk a lot, sometimes about, the different technologies that Tesla's involved with. They talk about artificial intelligence. They have videos in here on AI and so forth, as well as crypto and everything. So really great channel to watch. Same thing with Vsauce. This guy's kind of fun with his very deep and intellectual learnings as well. Same thing, pretty much cover these areas. And, again, you could just search and just grab so much information. But everything I'm going, and again, I'll provide these links. So now let's get into the blockchain / cryptocurrency / digital assets type of area. So Block Geeks, this is great. A lot of good information on sort of history and different areas, whether it be Bitcoin or some of the different websites like where to buy, or some of the different types of cryptocurrency that you might want to do. So there's a lot of information in here. This is a great thing, Ethereum, some of these different areas. So highly recommend these guys too, of course, as well as the Modern Investor. He's kind of fun. A lot of really deep, good information. Some of these go pretty long. Some of them are pretty quick. He's definitely quite a bit, in all of the different areas. He talks about all the different, a good number of them, the different cryptocurrencies. Definitely a good amount with XRP, Bitcoin, Cardano. Quite a bit of these guys. So great person to follow as well. So these two, I'd say I watch the most on YouTube anyway for crypto. Same thing. A lot of really, really good information on this channel as well. Been watching some of him a little bit more lately. Good material. The Moon, same thing, and same thing here with digital asset. A lot of in depth as well with these channels. So when you're looking at these different crypto, as you're getting more and more involved, or if you're new, obviously you're going to be looking at, how do I get started? Obviously you Google it, but then you're going to run into some areas about once you want to start buying and investing. There are different investment outlets. One of them is, you can first start off with Robinhood. It's a great app where you can invest in anything, whether it be an Apple or Amazon, and just buy parts of them instead of a whole share of Amazon at whatever $1,700 a share. You can just buy $50 worth or $10 worth each week, whatever you want. So that's a great tool there. Coinbase is a great tool to be able to buy a bunch of the different pretty common cryptocurrency. As you can see, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin. So I use these guys as well. Some of these others, Binance, they're really international. And then they have a Binance US, but they too are limited in the US. So, take a look at them. So they're not all listed here. There are quite a different number other areas to be able to purchase your cryptocurrency when you're ready. But again, do all your research. And again, as I continue with this channel each week, I'll be getting into some of them, and I'll get into a little bit deeper. The Daily Huddle is a great channel, a great website for a lot of good information as well for research. Once you get to these, you're going to want to look at coin market cap and cryptocurrency. Both of these web pages allow you to kind of do a lot more research. Once you click on one of these, you get a lot of different research information. But I like these first pages because you kind of get a rough idea of where things are going with the stocks and all the details. Eventually, I own a number of these, a good maybe 7 or 8 different cryptocurrency, what they call them. Of course, there's obviously BitChain, and then everything else is called an altcoin. So you'll eventually get that. But these are 2 great websites that you're going to want to leverage for a lot of your analysis. So I think that's it. I just wanted to get started on my first video here. Like I say, I will post this up on my channel once I edit. Well, I hope not to even edit this. I'm just going to post it and just go each week with just trying to give a 10-15 minute update. So again, if you like this information, which I hope you do, feel free to like and subscribe and click on the little bell to get updates. Please share your comments, either like it or don't like it. If you don't like it, please say why. Maybe my volume in my Mac computer isn't good enough, or you want something else, or you're looking for more details on something. Feel free to let me know and comment. And then, of course, share this to help me and build this channel. Share it on the different social media outlets as best you can. And other than that, I appreciate you taking the time, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks a bunch.